All right, welcome to episode 5 of Gridiron Banter. I am your host, Gavin Laskowski, as always, joined by Dylan Ford and special guest Colin Atkinson today, along with Michael Battisti.
Hello.
We're going to start it off today with some Jeopardy. Are you boys ready?
Yeah.
No.
I'm ready for some Jeopardy, honestly. I've prepared for this. I've studied for the last week or so getting ready for this, so I'm ready. I'm pretty excited, you know?
All right, I'm going to just keep the camera on you for 1 second.
Well, that's fine. So, special host Colin Atkinson, he was here at the very beginning of the creation of this.
Hello.
Coming back for today, we feel like it would be weird if we had 2 people at Jeopardy, so brought him over. You know, Jaguars fan, pretty cool guy, right?
Yeah, I'm not wearing any Jaguars merch because I'm not a real fan. But
Yeah, the Jaguars suck right now.
All right, so your categories are... Okay.
We have buzzers, by the way.
Okay. Categories are jersey numbers, teams, coaches, stadiums, league leaders, and random. And they go from 1 to 500.
Yeah. Are you keeping track of scores here?
Yes, I will keep track of scores. There is a final Jeopardy at the end as well.
All right.
I'm going to let Colin go first as the guest.
All right, so that's fine with me.
Please select your category.
I'm going random for 200. Give me that.
Random 200.
It's going to be a close one, I think. UK?
Wait to buzz until I finish the sentence, okay?
It's really hard, you know.
Which team had 2 top 10 picks in this past year's draft? Okay. Mike.
It was the Chicago Bears.
That is correct.
Obvious one, easy.
I would have gotten it right.
We all buzzed in.
All right. Mike, it is your turn again.
Was the category players, you said?
Jersey numbers, teams, coaches, stadium, league leader, and random.
League leader for 500.
League leader for 500. Who led the league in QBR? Dylan already buzzed in. Okay.
Yeah, I got this one. QBR?
Yep.
The person who led in QBR, this is easy. It's Lamar Jackson.
That is incorrect. Colin has buzzed in.
It is Josh Allen.
Nope, that is also incorrect. And
Um,
Mike has buzzed in too.
I'm going to go Jalen Hurts.
That is also incorrect.
Oh, my God.
Correct answer we're looking for was Brock Purdy.
Really?
That was
That
my
makes
second
sense.
guess.
That
That was my
makes
second
sense.
guess. I'm gonna crash out on the podcast.
I thought Lamar of the MVP season had that.
What are the categories real quick? I'm just gonna...
Jersey number, teams,
Yeah.
coaches,
Yeah.
stadium, league leader, and random.
Do I go up now since no
Nope.
one got it?
No one got it, so it's still Mike's turn to
Oh.
pick the category.
What was
You're-
after league leader?
Random.
Random.
You're all in the hole currently, so you gotta step it up.
Wait,
You lost points too, yeah, buddy.
I'm in the hole.
We're all in the
All
hole.
right.
You
Give me-
you two over there are in the hole 500. Mike's
Give
in the
me
hole.
jersey 300.
Jersey number
And you have to finish your sentence, right?
300. Yes.
Okay.
Number 14 for the Minnesota Vikings. Dylan
Right now?
currently wears number 14 for the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, no.
Who is Sam Darnold?
Sam Darnold is correct.
Love to see. I love
What
that
did it
guy.
last year? Wasn't it KJ Osborne?
Who is Sam
Actually.
Darnold?
Thank you. All right, Dylan, you will continue us now.
All right. Give me teams for 200.
For what again? 200?
200, yes.
200. Which team choked a 33-0 lead? Dylan.
He buzzed while you're still talking.
Kill him.
Last year, correct, or this year?
Last year. Well, I
Last
guess it
year.
would have been 2 years ago. Yeah, please refrain from buzzing until after I finish the statement, please.
Oh, I know this one.
All right.
As in, it's in between two.
Cheated.
It's either the Chargers or it's the. Give me the Indianapolis Colts.
Correct answer is the Colts.
I see how we're playing now. I see how we're
I
playing.
knew
Cutting
it was
off.
in between the Chargers and the Colts.
Cut- Cutting
The
off the
Colts. The
speaker.
Colts was 28.
Yeah. Me again.
Your
yeah.
turn, yeah.
Give me random for 100. Keeping it low right now.
Random 100.
I'm gonna get this one.
Which team?
Reset the buzzer, please.
Oh.
I need to be on the
Which team scored the most points in a game last year? Dylan again.
Who is the Miami Dolphins?
That would be correct.
Hell
the
yeah,
Miami
brother.
Dolphins putting up 70.
Great game.
All
Reset
right.
that buzzer, please.
Can you make these questions easier for me?
Come on, that's an
That was a
easy-
100
I-
question. What do you want from me?
All right.
Dylan again.
Give me stadiums for 100.
Stadiums 100. Who plays at U.S. Bank Stadium? Ball nowhere. Michael Batista.
Chicago Bears.
That is incorrect.
I know.
wait,
Chicago's
no.
play at Soldier Field.
God, no.
U.S. Bank, you said?
U.S. Bank Stadium.
Who the?
I'm gonna be honest. This one's
You have to buzz in to answer.
Do I get
I know.
another guess or no?
no.
I'll give you 20 seconds now for you to buzz in if you need to. You don't have to. And Mike, you can get a freebie after if you
All
want.
right. I'll
But
take
you won't get any points for it.
I think I have an idea.
Wenheim.
U.S. Bank. I
Shot.
feel like I should know this.
I know what team it is.
I'm buzzing, bud.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not buzzing in because
I'm
I have
not-
no clue. I'm bad at it.
I'm
All
down.
right.
Can I get my freebie?
What was your freebie?
Is it Vikings?
It is the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you don't get that, sadly.
I kept
'cause,
thinking
you know.
the Bengals for some reason.
I was thinking the Chiefs, but I knew it's not the Chiefs.
They're
They're Arrowhead, yeah.
All
I
right.
got the North teams
Dylan?
confused.
All right, me again. We'll go jerseys for 200.
Jerseys 200. Who wears number 5 for the Bengals? Mike.
T. Higgins.
Correct answer is T. Higgins.
I thought I had that one.
Gotta step it up over there, pal. Yeah.
I think you should waver my points away. I think you should. I think you should.
How many points you had, dog?
He's at negative 500.
Dog.
I want to go coaches for 400.
Coaches for 400. Who is currently head coach of the Buffalo Bills? Wait, hold on. Okay. No, I didn't play the
Oh.
buzzers, but whatever.
Sean McDermott.
Did I not get that?
Well, Dylan did get that.
Oh, okay.
Sean McDermott.
Yeah, the
I
head.
thought I got that.
Sean McDermott.
Fuck.
I knew that either way, but
Wait for Gavin to say something.
The buzzer wasn't available.
fix the buzzers, dog. This guy is not
That
good
was
at.
one time. What, like, Dylan?
My turn again. Give me random for 400.
Random for 400. Which player has been fined for not wearing socks in a game?
Antonio Brown.
That is incorrect.
Oh, I have no idea then.
This one I did not know until I looked it up.
Oh my God!
Do I
I
lose
know
points
who it
for
is.
this?
I answered too fast. I
I'll
can't
give
get
you-
a freebie after.
I'll give
I don't. Do I lose points if I don't answer?
No,
Oh,
20
okay.
seconds to buzz in.
I know not Keon Coleman. Whoever the guy is on the
20
Bills.
seconds.
I know
That's
he's.
not a
It's
game.
10
I don't think he's
seconds
gotten
now.
fined.
He's fined right now. Like he.
No, he has been fined for it
recent.
recently,
Oh,
though.
God. Oh god.
Can I give a guess without actually guessing? Because I have no clue.
Yeah, no time left. What is your?
I was
freebie?
gonna say like AJ Brown, but I don't think that's
No,
correct.
Mike had one. Who do you think it was?
Never mind. I was thinking Mac Hollins, but I was like that was just a YouTube video.
Correct answer was Tyreek Hill.
Really? I did
Oh, I
not
didn't.
know that.
Okay.
I believe it still stays with Dylan then.
What's
Oh yeah.
what are the scores right now?
Currently, Dylan with a commanding lead at $500.
So if you don't answer him, you don't take points away.
No,
All right.
Mike has negative 600
So
and Colin has negative
I'm in
500.
second. I'm in second. We're going. We're going places.
All right. So, you know what? Give me coaches for 100. Have we done that yet?
No, coaches for 100. Who is currently the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings?
Oh fuck! I don't even know.
Why would you buzz
I
in?
Oh, Kevin O'Connell.
That is correct.
Yeah,
Kevin
sorry, I just had to comment on
O'Connell.
That is true. Yeah.
Mike is now beating Colin. Oh, no, he's tied. Excuse
We're
me.
tied. Yeah, we are tied.
All right.
I'm playing it safe,
Mike, it
personally.
is your pick again.
We're gonna go to random 500.
Random
me out of the hole.
500. Which player wore a shirt that got fined $13,000 for saying "blank you Dallas"?
I know this
George
one.
Kittle.
I knew that too.
I don't want to be that guy. He is correct. It is George Kittle, but you did say that you got
All right,
mad at
my
him when he
bad.
didn't finish.
I got
it.
excited.
All right, Mike is back dead even at 0 now. It's your turn again.
You gotta step it up, bud.
I don't know any of these answers.
How can we have you a
players
guest on? You don't?
200?
What'd you say?
Players 200.
Players 200.
Players. That is not an option.
Players 300.
Players is not a category.
I think you're being
Oh.
jerseys.
I guess we'll just go jersey like 200.
200 and 300 are already done.
We'll do jersey 100.
Jersey for 100. Number 17 for the Dolphins.
Did I get that?
Yes, you did.
Oh, this is a tough one. I really don't. Jalen Waddle.
That is correct. Jalen Waddle.
Love that guy.
Did you see I buzzed in on that one?
Oh my God, you did. No way. That's
Let
crazy.
me look down because I actually have it pulled up on my phone and now I can't see. But you know what? Give me stadiums for 400.
Stadium for 400. Who plays at Ford Field?
Oh no.
I know this one.
Forfeit. It's the. I blank it. It's not the. Yeah, no, pass. I've taken too long. How did I miss?
Can I say it now?
If you want.
Who is the Detroit Lions?
Detroit Lions
Why was
is
it-
correct.
Hell yeah, brother.
Get away from me.
All right. Well,
I keep thinking the Bears. What the hell is the
Bears
Bears?
are Soldier Field.
Soldier? No, they're not. Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are. That's like one of the ones I did know going into this. All right. What do we got? What's the category that has not been selected yet?
Everything has been selected.
Okay, give me the one that has the least.
League leader and teams are the ones that both have one.
Give me league leader for 100.
League leader for 100. Who led the league in rushing yards?
This season or last season?
The previous 2023 to 2024 season.
Oh, Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey is
Yeah.
the correct
That's
answer.
That's fair.
Mike working his way back out of the hole again.
Fuck. Dude, what 500s are available? I need a big one.
Stadium, coaches, team's jersey number.
We're gonna do a 500 stadium.
Ooh.
500 Stadium. Who plays at Paycor Stadium?
Paycor? What?
I don't remember the answer to this, so I'm going to look it up.
Can I look it up?
No.
Damn it!
I don't think any of us have.
Hang on, I might.
Can I give a
get it
guess
real quick.
afterwards on who I would have selected?
I got the answer now. All right.
Paycor?
Hold on. Starting now, you have 20 seconds to buzz in if you would like.
Buzz in, Michael.
I feel like it's an expansion team.
Buzz in, Michael.
10 seconds.
Michael,
Nah, I'm not wasting my.
Michael, buzz in.
Yeah,
Colin, you buzz in. You
No.
need to.
I can't.
Michael, buzz into it.
Is the timer up? Can I guess?
2, 1,
It's like
0.
Was it the Colts?
Colts is not correct.
I
the
was thinking the
Titans.
Titans. Yeah,
It
that's
is
what
not
I.
the- It is
oh.
the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh,
Really?
really?
Cincinnati
Paycor?
Bengals playing Paycor Stadium.
I thought it was
I
Foxborough.
thought it was Burrow.
Foxborough is New England.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? I thought New England was.
Well, they
That
play
was
in
Gillette.
Foxborough. The stadium is in Foxborough.
Okay. Okay.
Damn.
I
Paycor?
thought Burrow because of Joe
Back to
Burrow.
Mike.
What other 500s are available?
Jersey,
Give me
team,
Jersey.
coaches.
Jersey.
Jersey.
I know what this one is, and I don't know if you guys will really get this. All right. Who wears number 15 for the Chargers?
It's.
Is the
Is
player?
it this season?
Yep, currently wearing 15 for Chargers.
Oh.
I buzzed in.
Oh,
Oh.
Dylan Buston? Oh, that is
I
my
didn't even
apologies.
hear it.
I think this guy is correct, but I might be wrong. This might put me behind.
I know who it is.
Who is
Fuck.
Lad McConkey?
That is
No.
incorrect.
Is it J.K. Dobbins?
That is also incorrect.
He's not 15. Oh.
I-
Fuck, that's a lot of money.
Do you got a guess, pal?
Screw it, we're going.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna guess one of the only players I'd be knowing on that team.
It's not Herbie.
It's not Herbie. I know it's not Herbie. Is it a defensive player?
You don't get hints.
Okay, well I'm just gonna guess a defensive player then. I'm gonna guess Joey Bosa.
No, it's not Joey Bosa.
Damn it!
Okay, well that just.
Who is it?
Correct answer was Cameron Dicker.
Yeah, there's
it
no
was
way.
Dicker,
we
the
got-
kicker
I
was
thought
50.
Lad McConkey. What's his
What is
number?
Dobbins? I thought Dobbins
Dobbins
was
is
like.
27.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. I'm way off. Of
Well, I
Dobbins.
thought Lad McConkey was 15.
No, he's like low.
No, I don't think so.
Well, it's not like I lost a lot by it.
All right.
I'll
Mike,
make it all back in the.
still your
final
turn.
What's the
Jeopardy.
score? What's the scores?
Well, they're 500s.
Are you on the scores
Can
first?
I get a
Yeah.
score check first?
Negative 1,000 for Colin.
Mhm,
Negative
yeah.
800 for Mike, and 500 for Dylan.
All right, I need a 500.
Take that.
Which one?
Coach.
Coaches for 500. Which coach had to get an emergency surgery on their appendix?
I feel like I know this, but I do not want to guess this because it's 500.
Oh.
You still have a
This
big lead
is
if
a
you,
headline.
if you get it wrong.
I know, but like I want to keep that lead.
Um.
I think I know it, but I don't want to. See, I can sit with a comfortable lead
This
right
year.
It was last year.
I think it would have been last year they did.
Okay, that checks. No.
Time's running out, right? Oh, you never did the timer.
I will give you 20 seconds starting now.
Don't give him time to think.
You got time to think too, pal.
Yeah, well, I'm not
I
confident.
remember. I have a guess, but I don't think that's it.
Please no teaming up over there.
Yeah, I don't got it. Yeah, I have a guess, but not an
Your
answer.
timer's probably up anyway.
All right.
You said it was
my
offensive coach or
Head coach.
head coach?
My guess was it the old Raiders coach? I
No.
feel like he had
Was
an
it the
issue.
Saints?
No.
It was the Bengals, right?
No.
It was the Steelers?
Okay.
The answer was Mike McCarthy, Dallas Cowboys head coach.
Oh no, yeah, I remember that.
I don't-
now.
I don't-
I don't.
Yeah.
I still don't. Even
I remember
know.
the headline. I just couldn't remember who it was. Some fat coach. That's all.
That's crazy.
No, Brian Dable.
What was the?
None
what
of you
was-
buzzed in for that, right?
None of us
No.
buzzed.
All right. Okay.
We're all too scared.
Well, that makes it still Mike's team then.
What 500s are left?
Just teams.
All right, we're gonna go teams for 500.
Teams for 500. Since 2007, which team has been above 500 every year?
Oh my god. Oh, I got it. Steelers.
Doesn't say you buzzed. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers is correct.
I was
That's
close
a
on that
big
one.
one.
I knew that too.
All right, still me.
Mhm.
All right, what 400s we got?
Jersey team and league leader.
Give me team for 400.
Team for 400. Which team came back from a 27-0 deficit in the wild card game?
They answer. Okay, they all buzzed while you were talking.
Part of the game, fool.
Well,
No, it's not.
Who got it?
Dylan.
That was so early. I'm protesting that. You were mid.
You can do it early technically.
No, he said when he finishes.
It was
his
28.
sentence.
It was 28. So I don't think you.
Well, if you're not going to
Which
do
team
it,
came back,
I'll
right?
let you buzz in when you think you know what the question
Which
is.
team
All right.
came back, right?
Yeah, which team came back from 27-0 in the wild card game?
It was 28.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Correct answer is Jacksonville Jaguars.
Give me that stuff. Give me that.
All right, I
good.
see how we're playing it. We're buzzing during.
Okay.
You can
literally
buzz.
have done
Okay,
it
so
before.
part of Jeopardy
Not
is
that
that
early.
No, you have.
He was in
Yeah,
the
you
middle
100
of his
You 100% have.
if
I'm not saying I
if you
have
know
both.
it, you can buzz in still.
Dylan?
Not. He said when he's done talking though.
He would like it if we finish, but if you do it early, that's
Right.
on you. Anyways, what's left? Let me look down on my phone. Give me Stadium for 200.
Stadium 200. Who plays at
Can you
Hard
reset
Rock?
buzzers?
Who plays at Hard Rock Stadium?
The Miami Dolphins.
That is correct.
Yeah, I think if I had the buzzer, I could have gotten that, but whatever.
Dog, you have a 1,000-point lead.
Yeah, well, I need to keep that lead up, you know? I knew
At
it.
the rate these two are going, I think you will be okay.
We'll see. No.
Mike.
Jersey 400.
Jersey for
Can you reset-
400.
okay.
Who wears number 31 for Cincinnati Bengals?
Yeah, you don't know that.
For the Bengals?
Dylan Ford.
31 for the Cincinnati Bengals. Give me Chase Brown.
It's incorrect.
I don't know his first name, but I know his last name.
Got to buzz in if you want to answer.
Oh no, is his name? Is it the D lineman Hendrickson?
No.
White dude. All
That
right,
is
no.
incorrect.
You might want to try to buzz in. You need to do something, Colin.
I'm not gonna do that
You
because
have 10 seconds.
I have not the slightest idea. So
Is it the tight
I don't
end?
think I'm gonna.
It's not a tight
No.
end.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Is it Zach Moss then?
Is it Orlando Brown?
The correct answer is Zach
I was in
Moss.
between Zach
Ew.
Moss or Chase Brown. I'm so mad at myself.
Did you just say ew?
I was
Yeah.
in between those two, and I should have gotten that.
All right,
Buzzer reset, please.
Mike, you did that one, right?
Yep.
All right, just keep it going from you then.
Any other high scoring ones?
It's a league leader for 400.
League leader, I guess. This one I don't know league leaders as well.
Who led the league in tackles?
Last year. What's my? I can't answer this because unless Dylan does.
I feel like I know it, but I don't want to waste it.
Last year. I feel like it's
5 seconds.
Can I guess down once it's over?
Time is up.
Is it Josh Hines Allen?
It is not.
was it Micah
I
Parsons?
didn't. I knew it wasn't
Okay.
him.
Miles Garrett?
No.
No, not a D lineman.
Colin, do you have a guess?
I thought it was
It's gonna be a
Josh Hines Allen.
No, I
Johnson?
knew it wasn't Josh Allen.
It's gonna be
So.
someone it's a linebacker.
Quinn Josh
He's a
Allen.
linebacker.
Yeah.
Quinn
Okay.
Allen or Quinn Johnson?
No.
Patrick Queen.
No, the correct answer was Bobby Wagner.
Oh, that makes sense.
Who?
The Giants. Giants player.
Does not play
No.
for the Giants.
Can I get a score
He
check,
doesn't-
please? Did he not play for the Giants?
No, he plays for San
Seahawks?
Fran, right?
He plays for the
Seahawks?
Commanders.
Oh,
He played for
Commanders?
Seattle, and he played for the Rams.
Oh, damn, I'm-
Everybody be getting it wrong.
Uh, score check. -1,000 for Colin.
Still
Negative
cooking.
500 for
Still
Mike,
cooking.
and 500 for Dylan.
We're comfortable. We're comfortable.
Mike, still your
Give
turn.
me 300 for team.
Team 300. Which team went from one of the worst teams in the league to a potential playoff team?
The Houston Texans.
Correct answer was the Houston Texans. Mike again.
What are the 300s we got?
I was
Coaches,
thinking
coaches
Raiders
stadium, league leaders, and
Give
random.
me Stadium 300.
Stadium 300. Who plays at MetLife Stadium?
New York Giants and New York Jets.
That is correct. I would have taken one or the other.
Alright.
Dog is getting
Give me random for 300.
Random for 300. Which quarterback has stepped up when the team's rookie starting quarterback went down with an injury this past season?
this past season,
This past season.
where the rookie QB went down, you said? Oh, God.
Everyone buzzed in.
This is actually
So I'm going to
Last
answer
season?
in 20 seconds. This last
Previous season.
when the rookie quarterback went down?
Wait.
Oh, Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew is correct.
Anthony Richardson went down. Yep, I remember
it.
that now. Glad I could get that one. Would have been very. I was trying to think of the rookie QBs, and we thought Stroud and Young.
I thought you were going like deep as Purdy, but
That's
it's
what
the other way
I
around.
He
buzzed
was
in
a rookie
originally
2
for
years
Purdy.
ago.
Yeah.
I buzzed in for Purdy, and I was like, wait, that's not it.
Dylan, your turn again.
What are some of the categories we got left?
Teams, coaches, and league leaders.
Give me teams for 100. Is that what's left?
Teams for 100 is correct.
None of us can buzz in.
Which team has gone to the AFC Championship the past 5 years in a row?
Miami Chiefs. No, God
Miami
damn it.
Chiefs?
Kansas City Chiefs. Holy shit.
Correct answer is Kansas City Chiefs.
He said Miami Chiefs. I
Okay,
think.
He
No,
buzzed in
correct.
first.
Yeah,
Okay.
he did. It says ball nowhere before Colin.
Yep.
Okay. You know, I
You named yourself Ball. No.
you-
What it-
we
I'm
kind
balling
we
over.
kind of rung it right around the same time, so I was just wondering.
That's what it says.
So what expensive ones we got?
There's 4 categories left.
Mm-hmm.
You have coaches for 2 and 300 and league leaders for 2 and 300.
Give me coaches for 300.
Coaches for 300. Which Hall of Fame coach was fired at the end of the season? Mike.
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick is correct.
I was gonna guess the Seahawks one, right?
That's another good guess. I
Yeah.
don't.
Is he technically correct with that?
I would be, but that was not the one I was looking for.
Yeah.
Well, it's still technically correct.
It's correct, but it's not.
All
the
right,
answer.
give me what's other leading stats for 300?
League leaders for 300. Who led the league in receiving touchdowns?
Ooh, last year.
Receiving touchdowns.
There are 2. It's a tie. There's 2 players.
Okay. Can I guess one?
You're gonna have to
There's
now.
one Mike Evans.
One is Mike
Okay.
Evans.
That was the one I had.
That is correct.
Alright.
The other one would have been Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
I was gonna guess Mike Evans actually, but I didn't want to.
Alright,
So
2 categories left, and Mike and Dylan are now tied.
Oh.
the comeback.
All right, what do we got? What do we got?
Coaches for 200 or league leader for 200?
Coaches for 200.
Coaches 200. Let me clear the buzzer. Okay. Which coach got fired after having their defense give up 63 points? Ball nowhere.
Fucking. Oh, what? I can't. What's his name? Or no, he got fired earlier. Or did he get fired? Oh no, 12 seconds. I'm just gonna.
5 seconds.
It's McDaniels.
That is incorrect.
Oh no.
It was the Raiders coach.
That's what I guessed. That was McDaniels. That's not McDaniels. What the fuck is his name?
Giving up 63 last year.
Yep. You buzzed in, so
It was the Raiders coach. I know that.
nope. That is not who was. It
It's
was
not
this.
the Raiders.
Another team gave up 63 last
The
year.
Raiders beat this team,
Oh, John Harbaugh.
Oh no!
John-
It's the stupid.
It's the
John Harbaugh is incorrect.
I have it. It's, what's his name?
All right, off the grid for freebies. What do you got?
Freebies. It's the guy that looks weird.
It's the one for the
He's
Chargers.
skinny and he's nerdy.
Wasn't that John
Everyone hates
Harbaugh?
him. It's it's something with an S. Stanley.
Brandon Staley.
Staley. Yeah. Okay.
That was the
Was
answer.
Harbaugh the new one they got in?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's John. Jim's the Ravens one. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah,
I get
no,
them
that's-
confused.
Oh, we're still tied. So.
All right. So we have one category left and Final Jeopardy left to go.
Oh wait, Final Jeopardy. Okay, so this is.
I'm gonna be able to put.
I'm gonna
nothing
let you.
down.
I'm gonna let you bet to get back to 0, so you can participate a little.
Okay.
All right. Last one. League leaders for 200.
I need to read. Oh, there we go.
Who led the league in interceptions as a defender, not passing interceptions?
Like caught the most interceptions.
Who caught the most interceptions this past year? 10 seconds.
What a shit ton.
Oh yeah, I know this one. I know.
Do you?
The buzzer.
3, 2,
It's not
One.
blind.
I had no clue.
time is up.
Who was it?
Should have buzzed in, Mike. Correct
It
answer.
was bland.
Correct
Oh
answer
my
was
god.
to
Oh
Ron
yeah, he had 6,
Delaney.
didn't he?
No, that was.
He had
it was
9
touchdowns.
interceptions.
I'm
Oh.
putting it all on the line. For this
Okay,
Final Jeopardy.
gentlemen.
All on the line.
All right. Colin is putting in
Me and Dad are
1,000.
tied, so this.
He doesn't get to put any because he's in the hole. But if you get it right, I'll give you back to 0.
Okay. Okay. Good.
You both have 600.
Okay.
You can either say it out loud or just text me what you want.
Do you want to just both go all in? See what
Oh,
happens.
like,
We'll both go all in
Yeah.
and see.
All
go
in
on.
on,
All right.
Make it close.
on 600.
We could all technically
I can
tie if he
still-
also gets it right.
Wait, no, I can
We
still
both-
tie.
All right.
This isn't a buzzer. We just write it down, right?
This is, you write it down. I'll give you like 30 seconds to do it.
All right.
The category is colleges QBs attended.
Okay.
Your
Okay.
question for Final Jeopardy.
Cooked.
I'm cooked as well. Done.
What college did Patrick Mahomes attend?
Oh.
Starting now. Message me your answer or write
Oh.
it down.
Okay.
Dog picked the thing that I have no knowledge of, which is colleges.
I wrote it down.
You can probably should write down something.
I have no clue.
Will you give me for like? Does it have to be the abbreviation or just like does the name work?
Has to be the name of the college.
Oh no! All right, I got it, but I don't know if I did it right.
2, 1. All right.
I sent it, Gavin, but
Dylan
I do not know.
wagered 600. Colin, you are like, you need to get a loan out
Yeah.
now. Georgia was not correct.
I have no idea. I do not know anything about where Patrick Mahomes went.
Neither do I. It was either
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech is the correct answer.
Yes.
Mike is our Jeopardy winner.
congratulations. I do
God,
not
I
know
got
college.
lucky with that. I don't even know how I know.
Why the
it.
hell does it say the tie?
guess-
Well, Mike won. So
You know I don't know college, Gavin. I called rigged on that. I have no clue on college, and I told him before this. I do not know anything with college. So.
I figured you would know.
No, I know
Patrick Mahomes.
nothing.
I thought you were gonna go Joe Burrow with the trick question and
He
be
was
like,
at
"Oh,
SCU.
yeah, but he's also Ohio State."
Was he?
Yeah.
I
so-
would have just said LSU.
Oh, okay.
Technically, no, he was just Ohio State.
Well, good job, Michael.
you.
Congratulations. I'm sad that I blew that lead, but, you know, when it comes to colleges, I know my weaknesses.
I think I had the greatest performance in that whole thing.
Colin
personally.
Atkinson with how much points? Negative
Uh,
2,000?
2,000.
Negative 2,000
Yep.
was the final
Damn.
stat.
I had 0.
You're paying Jeopardy.
Yeah, you owe them money.
Is that actually how it works in actual Jeopardy?
No.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think they have.
Well,
that'd be bad.
congratulations, Michael.
Thank you. Thank you.
We do have to move on to our regularly scheduled program. So, Colin, thank you for coming. We appreciate you.
Well, I mean,
You might have.
He can stay if he wants until he has to go.
Do you want to stay?
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't
All
mind.
right.
All right, you can stay. Then. We can
Ooh.
get this
Oh.
guy out of here. So, do we want to just start by going into what happened last night in Atlanta versus the Buccaneers?
We can, yeah.
So last night was a hell of a game, high scoring on both
Yeah.
ends of the ball. Michael, you want to talk about?
What is up? How is Kirk Cousins the most clutch QB in the NFL? He had that
Prime
22
time.
season where he won like 8 to 10 comebacks. It was some crazy number like this. This was his third comeback win of this season already. And I don't know. I saw this thing. It's called like Kirktober, where he just goes off in October. Which I don't know if it's a real thing or what.
Well,
But
it's
like,
going to be.
He got Jordan Love Toyotathon, Derek Carr election year.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, I saw Kirktober's the thing. God, amazing performance by him, though. He had like 500 yards to set a franchise record for the Atlanta Falcons.
509 yards and
yeah.
4 touchdowns.
Very
What's his
impressive.
name? Matt Ryan was there, right?
Yeah, Unk still got it.
Unk
This is
still
how I
got
would
it.
define that. Drake London looked amazing. He had like 160 yards with a touchdown.
Drake London had 12 receptions
for
for
160.
154 yards
150.
and a touchdown. That's like
That's
what we were expecting at the beginning of the season from him with Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
I think this has shown that, granted, Kirk Cousins threw 58 times
Mm-hmm.
and completed 42 of those, which is crazy numbers, just absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
But
Other
it's showing
parts.
that,
Oh, sorry.
well, in general, that Drake London is a number 1 wide receiver if you give him a good offense.
We also saw very impressive performances from Darnell Moody last night. Moody.
So impressive.
Mooney.
Everyone in the passing game yesterday was really clicking.
Kyle Pitts. Finally, we saw some Kyle Pitts happen. It was just great.
That being said, the one
Yeah.
weak spot on the Falcons was the running game. Bijan was not really a part of this offense late into that. And obviously they were playing from behind for a decent amount of the game, but they're also
Yeah.
playing from ahead a decent amount of the game.
I swear I saw a lot more Algier on the field than Robinson.
I
last
think
night.
that Bijan had 2/3 of the snap share and Algier had
Out
1/3.
of the 18 total carries they had, Bijan had 12, Algier had 6.
Yeah, so it was
I just saw him on the field a lot, even blocking, like especially. Bijan had some rough blocks
They
last
each
night.
had 3 receptions.
well, the one was really, I don't really blame Bijan for that. That guy was
Yeah.
humongous. I don't remember his name, but it's like one of the best, a really good lineman. I think this is Bijan, and this run game has come up against some really bad matchups where the team they're playing is really good and putting up points, so they need to keep putting up points and throwing. Going forward, I think next week will really be is Bijan actually as good as he was hyped up to be when
I
he's
still
playing the
think he is.
Panthers next week. So
Yeah,
like,
oh, he should go off.
if he doesn't go off, then there's a problem. They should be up by a lot early in the game, and they should be able to run the ball. That being said, Panthers have been looking good the last 2 weeks, so
Like,
maybe it'll be a tough game
you
again.
got to blame some of it on his situation he's been in the past 2 years. I'm not doubting Bijan. I wouldn't even doubt him after this year. It's just like he was taken pretty high. What, at 7?
He
as
was,
a running back,
Yeah,
7 or 9.
7. They met him in 8. I don't know.
It was in that range, but like that's really high for a running back. Just for like, at taking that high, you're supposed to be like a game changer, top of the league, and I just haven't seen. I've seen little like glimpse of it, but like stat wise and production wise, not yet.
Overall, good win for the Falcons. I think we should look at the Buccaneers, though.
Yep.
I think Baker Mayfield is a top QB at this point. We'll talk about that a little bit later when we go into our top QBs.
Yeah.
He
Easily.
is like really good right now. This is kind of what he was drafted to do. 7 years ago at this point?
2018.
2018.
2018, yeah.
So
God.
he's kind of what you expected him to do.
I'm getting old. I'm officially unk
And he's
status.
finally doing it with the Buccaneers. You know, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are a great wide receiver duo. Even got they brought another guy in because someone got injured. I don't remember his name, but he did all right.
Sterling Shepard.
I thought he was on the Falcons.
No, Sterling
No.
Shepard's a buck.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Has there been like a game like as good as this one this
On a
year? Do you
Thursday?
think?
passing, especially no, but in general.
I'm just
Like
saying,
a-
is this in contention for a game of the year?
Lions and
Definitely.
Seahawks last
I
week
didn't get to
was
watch that.
I didn't
pretty
see
high
that
scoring,
I
but
This
feel
game
like
was
this
really
one
good.
probably just because it was closer.
What about Commanders and Bengals though?
Oh yeah, true. That one
That
could
was
be up
good,
there as
too.
well.
that's just like a record game. You know what I mean?
But still, like it was still interesting to watch.
I still think this one takes it though, just overall. This one
So
was really
something
good.
to examine. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Something to examine for both of these teams is the running back room because both of them have split running backs where you see Rashad White's probably a better pass catcher, but
Yeah.
overall is not a good rusher. Versus he did get that 150-yard
Yeah, he
rush,
got the
but
big
besides that, he would have only gotten around like 30-ish
Yeah.
yards on 10 carries, which isn't horrible, but it's not good. Bucky Irving, on the other hand, has been looking amazing anytime he gets the ball in his hand. He did fumble it, obviously, which I think is a problem. He's just going to have to deal with
bounce
as he
off,
develops.
yeah.
But overall, and we talked about the Falcons running game too. It's just both these teams did not run the ball a lot. They really passed it almost every single chance they got. So, any other final thoughts on this game before we go into what happened last week?
Mike Evans is really the GOAT. He's
Yeah.
just so
I'll
good.
one up you.
Yeah.
Young Way Koo to go.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
all. He was. I was doubting him in the beginning. Like he missed the one and got the one got the one blocked, and I was like, "Ooh, is he gonna be able to hit the game winner at like 54 or whatever it was?"
He got me 15 points in fantasy, so
That's
we're
pretty
up,
good.
We're up good.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on to last week, we talked about Cowboys and Giants before, but one thing to note is that Malik Neighbors has been confirmed to be out this week with a concussion.
So the Giants are cooked this week.
Yeah, that is gonna be a
And they are
rough
missing
game.
Devin Singletary. So,
Wandale might not play.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
over.
would not count on the Giants to win this game. Who are they playing this week?
Seattle.
Seattle. Yeah, they're not winning. Remember what happened last year when they played Seattle?
Don't,
Yeah, it
don't
was
remind me.
awful. It was like the worst game of the season.
It's gonna be a shit show, yeah.
So obviously Cowboys won last week, 20-15. Moving on, we have the Saints and Falcons, and we just talked about the Falcons, but Falcons won this game 26-24 in a very close game.
I mean, overall, I think the Falcons have just continued to look better throughout the season, and I'm really looking forward to see how they play in the future.
Are Falcons definitely the number one in their division? They
No.
just beat the Bucks. They just beat the Saints.
I still think Bucks are one in my rankings.
I
I've
mean-
seen more consistent play from the Bucks.
That is true, because earlier on,
I think it's a throw up who wins the division, but I think I got Bucks as the better overall team right now.
I think I'm gonna actually stick. I think the Falcons. I know we're not doing like who's winning because obviously it's already happened. I think Falcons are the number one in their division right now,
I think I agree
as
with
they
you.
are.
It's so hard to tell because, like, obviously the Saints started off hot. They kind of cooled down. Falcons picked it up recently. The Bucks have been most
Yeah.
consistent. And then the Panthers are playing
Even
good
not
now.
bad,
So,
yeah.
They're
like,
2-2 now, right?
yeah, I think so. So, like,
They have the
you
same as
can't-
the.
as
No,
long
they're
as-
1-3. They didn't beat the Bengals.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
they
that's
did
right.
not?
Yeah.
As long as they're, like, as Andy Dalton plays at the level he is, they have a chance to win the division.
which is crazy.
This went from easily the worst division in
To
the
a
league
pretty
to
good
like
one.
one of the better.
Yeah,
So moving on, do we want to talk about anything else from the Saints and Falcons?
not really.
No, yeah.
Calvin Kamara looked like a beast again.
Yep.
Chris Olave been looking good.
Yep.
Yeah, Olave and Shaheed looked pretty good in this game.
Young Hoku hit a 58-yard
My
field goal
goat.
last week to win.
Mm-hmm.
And moving on, we got Rams and Bears. I was actually expecting the Rams to absolutely destroy the Bears, and
You clearly do not know ball.
I clearly do not.
God.
I
I picked Bears because I'm an absolute
picked
ball
Bears,
knower.
Yeah.
I like the Bears, and I liked the Bears early this season, but they kept losing, and I was like, they're not going to win against the Rams, who won against the Niners somehow last week. And then the Bears didn't destroy them, but won by 6. Pretty decent lead. Matt Stafford, Kyron Williams, and Tutu Atwell, according to this, all looked really solid, but apparently it wasn't enough to beat the Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams.
Well, I mean, their defense stinks. They're down Cooper Kupp, Puka Nakua.
Yeah, which is not great.
So I don't. And Cooper Cup's not going to play this upcoming week, then they have to bye week 6. So maybe week 7 is where we see him at the earliest.
Our
Yeah.
season's kind of a lost cause to me
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, they beat the Niners.
They-
I guess the
they're
Niners aren't good right now.
Yeah,
either.
but
Yeah, that was an
they're
injured
that
Niners.
game. If they don't win that game, they're 0-4 right now.
Yeah.
So it's if they think they can compete when Cooper Kupp comes back, then I guess you can try. But
They can't. I don't think they have any room to do anything in that division because
I-
even
yeah.
Seahawks look pretty good this year. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it'd be quite the turnaround.
All right, well, moving on, we got the Vikings and Packers, a divisional
Crazy game.
matchup. Vikings are the real deal. I think I've
Yep.
finally committed in the fact that the Vikings are a good team, even though they left 22 points in the fourth quarter. Like, holy crap, I don't know how you do that.
That was almost a crazy ass comeback.
I
but-
think it's like you were up so much, so you just start letting off the gas a bit. And
Yeah.
Then they're like, oh shit, we gotta lock in real quick.
I was talking to one Vikings fan about that game, and apparently they switched up their defense like later in the game, and they allowed for Green Bay to score a lot more points,
Probably.
mainly just because they were playing further back, trying to guard against the passing stuff, and they basically were just easily getting first downs and stuff. So
Yeah, obviously it was just a shock, I think, to a lot of us to see Jordan Love back this quickly. And he had a good
Yeah.
game, 32 for 54, obviously not the
and
best
he didn't even
passing.
look like 100% healthy.
He had the Brett Favre dedication game.
Yeah.
He walked in with the Brett Favre jersey, went in there, threw 4 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
But the Vikings are the real deal at this point. I think Sam Darnold,
yeah.
we all wrote off
Crazy.
as like the Viking season's over, and now they're leading the division. So I'm gonna stick with the Vikings. Vikings obviously 131-29, close game at the end. Vikings are the real deal at this point, and I have them as I don't know if I can call them Super Bowl contenders yet, even though they've been this good.
The Super Bowl contenders is a long season thing. September is the craziest month of football. October is where like rules start getting set in. I'm stealing this from Tom Grassi, but
Shout out.
We'll have to see over. I think the next couple weeks we'll start to get an idea, but I think it's still too early to call them.
But right now, I would say they're the front runner in the NFC.
I don't think they could. NFC.
In the NFC, they're the front runner.
Think they could beat
for the Super Bowl.
I don't think they could beat Bills, Chiefs, or Ravens personally, but
Chiefs.
Ravens are looking beatable.
I don't know. Ravens look beatable, and Chiefs are only winning their games by like one touch, especially against the Chargers, which I'm sure you'll get to soon. They were down for most of the game.
Yeah, until that not Hail Mary, but like beautiful bomb to Worthy.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Well, either way, moving on, we got the Steelers and the Colts.
Boring.
Yeah, kind of.
Steelers football.
Steelers. They were playing easy ass teams. Easier teams. Like they're gonna be a middle of the road team. Yeah, just over 500 team this year, like they are every year.
Justin Fields though has been looking like
he might
monster.
be the. I'm really glad. I personally thought Justin Fields was going to be the better starter this year over Wilson, but I wanted to see him go out there, and he's been looking good. He got, I think, 2 rushing touchdowns this game.
Yep.
2 rushing touchdowns. I feel like, honestly, the Bears were just holding them back, and I think a lot of people had the idea that the Bears were just not.
Yeah, I kind of want to bring this up when we get to the QB discussion, like how much situation actually matters for a quarterback.
Yeah. So, overall, what's his name? Anthony Richardson got out midway through the game.
Yeah, he got injured, and then they threw him back in the game, and then they ran a play that that he just ran into the defender and got hurt again.
So stupid.
Yeah, it was this was definitely a weird game. Obviously, Joe Flacco came out. He looked
the GOAT.
good.
The GOAT.
Gave Michael Pittman his best game since the beginning of the season.
It was the first game I benched Pittman this year, so.
Jonathan Taylor looked good. 21 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown. He is injured and most likely not going to be playing this week.
Yeah.
Crazy thing, I was actually rooting for the Colts in this game, just for my hatred for the Steelers. I do not like their ass.
I don't like the Steelers either.
They have a very large fan base, which calls for kind of like the Cowboys effect, where you're just catching a bunch of shit from them. But
a lot of mouths,
especially last year, all they were doing was talking shit about
a
the
team
Jaguars.
as a historic franchise has they've won a lot in their franchise, but recently they haven't done anything. So they're always like, we got.
Look at the 6 Super Bowl wins we got back in like 1955 or something like.
Hey, we got 2 Super Bowls in the 70s, so I think they count.
Yeah, and those plumbers and firefighters were working their ass off too. So
Dolphins have 2. I thought they had 1.
We have 2.
I think it's 2. Also, I want to touch Richardson might play again this week.
Really?
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. So
he's looking like he's going to return.
It's not confirmed for Flacco.
Moving on, we got the Broncos and Jets. This was just a defensive.
God, I don't even want to talk about this game. This game stinks.
The ending was comedic. It was just missed field goal. Rodgers gets sacked on a 4th down. Missed another field goal. It was just like turnover after turnover.
I will say it was raining pretty heavy in MetLife, so that's probably what attributed to it being such a horrible game.
Hey, real quick, Gavin. How did Breece Hall do?
Hey, I'm
Somebody smelled like piss.
somebody.
So this was a bad game for both sides of the ball. Only was it 1 touchdown scored this entire game from.
Can I just talk about Bo Nix?
You can.
They won this game. He had -7 passing yards at half, which is historically bad.
Not
And
as bad as Giants. They had -7 after a whole game last year.
-9, wasn't it?
-9.
True. Well, that's irrelevant.
I don't know. But
So, Bo Nix finishes with 60 yards total this entire game. All 60 went to Cortland Sutton, but multiple people caught passes in this game. They all went for negative except Cortland Sutton.
Oh my.
So is Cortland Sutton the only guy you can trust on this offense?
Yeah.
Or can you trust anyone on this offense right now?
No, I mean he threw his first touchdown pass, so I guess
Yeah.
there you go.
I mean, I don't even know how the hell the Broncos are 2-2 right now. They don't look like a good team, but then they just come out there and beat. I mean, who did they beat the week before last?
The
Buccaneers?
That's crazy. Like that's crazy to me.
I mean, that's football for you. They win games that they shouldn't. They're a defensive team. I mean, that's how they win.
I mean, the Broncos always have done that. So, yeah. I mean, 2 weeks in a row though is kind of crazy.
Jets.
Don't call it a comeback.
Can we go to Jets though? Jets, I'm very worried about that offense. It just is not working, even though they have Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson and Aaron Rodgers on the same offense, and they have Braylon Allen who looks fine, Mike Williams, they have so many weapons to utilize, and they're just been heavily disappointing.
Yeah, it looks like the Garrett Wilson Aaron Rodgers connection just isn't there yet.
Yeah.
And then there are the rumors, potential Devontae Adams trade.
I doubt Devontae will be going to the Jets.
Really?
I think
That's where he wants to go. That's where he said he wants to go.
He's most likely going to go to either Steelers or Commanders, I think was what
That was not what I heard. I heard it was Jets or Saints.
I've heard
Bills are in the mix too.
I've heard Jets, Saints, Commanders, Bills, Ravens.
Any team wants.
But he said he wants to go to the Jets. That's pretty sure.
I don't doubt that because he wants to be with Rodgers. So theoretically, we're talking a little bit more fantasy here. If Devontae were to go to the Jets, what would be the outlook for Garrett Wilson?
I think up on it. I'm gonna. Okay, I might be coping, but
It might be up and down.
yeah,
Because
it's any given week.
Because with Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams, you don't have to focus on just one. Garrett Wilson won't be covered by
Patrick Surtain
every
last
week.
Yeah.
So it'll take some, but it's not a guarantee that he's still going to see the volume.
Yeah.
Overall, a pretty mediocre game for both of these teams.
What do you
Broncos
mean? I
end
thought
up
this was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I was entertained by that.
Brees
ending.
Hall with 5 yards or something along those lines.
10 carries for 4 yards, I believe is what it was.
Ooh. So either way, bad game. Broncos won. Someone is praying for times like this right now. Moving on, we got the Eagles and Buccaneers rematch of last year in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And Buccaneers won this one 33-16, kind of showing why they were considered the best team in this division until the Falcons kind of came in and destroyed them.
I still think they're the best.
All right. I still I think that the Eagles just overall aren't the same team this year. I think
they weren't the same team last year.
Nick Sirianni gotta go.
Yeah,
but everybody, I still had hopes or not hopes, but I still thought they were going to be decent this year. And clearly, they're mediocre at best.
They have a young defense, a lot of developing pieces, especially at the backfield.
Yeah.
And their offense is heavily injured right now with Devonta Smith, A.J. Brown both being out. And I feel like Lane Johnson is injured but playing.
Their O-line is injured. I know.
Yeah. And Hurts was playing like shit. We'll get to that with the QB part, though.
What I'm saying is either way, I don't really think they come back this season. They probably don't even.
Should probably give the ball to Saquon more. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe that's just me.
He's
Saquon is probably their best scorer right now.
Yeah. I get they're down in this game, but
they also lost their two best receivers.
Shout out to the Jahan Dotson trade. Howie Roseman is a genius.
Anyways, we do need to continue going on. Buccaneers looked good. Mike Evans looked good. 8 receptions, 94 yards, a touchdown. We got to keep going, though. And we got the Andy Dalton revenge game.
He did not lock in.
He did not lock in for this one.
I mean,
it was just Joe Burrow picking apart a terrible defense.
To be fair, though, 24-34 isn't terrible for the Carolina Panthers. They're awful. They're terrible. But to compete like that with the Bengals, that's pretty good for them.
Bengals were the worst team coming into this, along with the Jaguars.
All right.
Did you guys see the question the reporter asked Jamar Chase after the game?
Yeah, the slippery Diddy oil.
He goes, "Did you have baby oil on you?" And Jamar Chase goes, "I think you should be asking someone else that."
I still like the Bengals. Yes, they were 0-3 going into that game, but they still held a very close game with the Chiefs. They held up with the Commanders. I don't know. The only really bad week that they had was week 1. And I think the Bengals are a better team than their record says.
we all
that
know.
They've gone past week 4, so they should be starting to get good now.
Yes,
ramp
yes.
it
This is where they
Ramp
get
it
good.
up.
This is when they're ramping it up, yeah.
Moving on to the game after. Nothing else we want to talk about Bengals Panthers.
No.
right?
No, I think that's...
Moving on, we'll let Colin start this one with the 0-4 Jaguars playing the 3-1 Texans.
All I'm saying, I would say that overall this game was a win for the Jaguars. Not that they won the game, but it's a win for the Jaguars. It either shows that the Jaguars aren't as bad as everyone's saying, or it shows that the Texans are much worse than everyone's been saying. Take it however you want
I
to
would
take
say
it.
it's the
Disagree with
Texans.
Both of those. I think Texans are still top of the league.
I
I think Jaguars are
Don't
still
think so.
bottom of the league.
I don't think so at all.
Texans are easily top 5.
Not
Done.
at all.
Watch when they play.
Overall or an AFC?
No, overall.
I-
Watch when they
Overall,
play the Bills. The Bills, I think.
Top 10, sure, but
I'm worried about the Bills this week. I think Texans are going to pick apart the Bills personally, but
We'll just have to see.
I
how
don't
that
think.
goes,
I
right?
think the Texans. I think the Texans are overhyped, overrated.
I think CJ Stroud still had a good day. 27 for 40,
Yeah, that's a
345, and 2
great day.
touchdowns. Tank Bigsby looks like the number 1 on the Jaguars somehow, and Nico Collins is continuing to be that number 1 option for
Jaguars
Stroud.
play calling is actual garbage.
Does
It's
Dougie P
terrible.
got to go?
It's not Doug. I don't think. I think it's still Press. I think it's still Press Taylor. He's sitting up there, still calling the plays, and we are 0-4 right now. I mean, granted, our schedule hasn't been the easiest, but still, we are 0-4 right now.
how's
That's
Trevi looking? Is he?
not great, not awesome.
Is he a bust?
No. He's. I'd much rather have Trevor Lawrence
wouldn't
than
say-
half the QBs.
I
in
wouldn't
the
say
league.
bust, but he's definitely not lived up to.
Yeah.
He's not
expectations.
he's not living up to
Because
anything.
he was supposed to be
right now.
like in your case, Dylan. Because he's like a Caleb Williams. He was supposed to be generational talent.
Well, it
and,
was
like,
what's his name? Zach Wilson. That was the number 1, right?
no,
No,
it was,
he was two.
Lawrence.
Take away if the
Lawrence
Jaguars.
is supposed to be like the generational.
You got to
talent.
pick one or the other. Either the Jaguars are a decent team, or the Texans are
Neither.
Are
I think
actually not
Texans
top
are top
five.
5
gotta
and
move
Jaguars
on.
are
Yeah,
There's
number
no way,
30.
there's
Let's keep
no-
it rolling.
There's no way you
Jaguars
can say
are
that.
32.
There's
We're
no-
running out of
you're
time. This guy has
crazy.
to leave
You're
in, like-
actually crazy.
Do you have to leave in like 30 minutes, right? Or
I
20
could
minutes?
push it. I have 40 minutes.
40?
If we.
You can leave at 50.
Yeah.
All right,
I
let's,
can
let's
show
get
up
it. Let's go
Alright.
rapid fire.
Alright.
We got Commanders, Cardinals, a huge win
We
for
don't
the
really.
Commanders.
I don't think there's other than that the Commanders are looking like a really good team this year. I don't think there's much to take away from this game.
I'll just say,
Daniels.
Jay and Daniels, my beloved, my hero.
All right, moving
He's
on.
great.
Yep.
And
Moving on, Patriots and 49ers.
that one's obvious.
Yeah.
We kind of saw that one coming.
Niners needed a get back win, and this was a good place to get
Hydrogen
it.
bomb versus coughing baby.
Yeah.
Please play Drake May soon. I want to watch him play. I'm sick of Brissett.
I think this was the last game where they would have held Brissett because this was going to be a tough
We
game.
have to go back. We made predictions, right, when Drake May's coming in?
I think I said like after.
I was saying
Niners.
like week 7, so.
I don't remember.
We'll look back on it. Moving on, we got Browns and Raiders. Raiders somehow won this game. With
What do
half
you mean
their team going.
somehow?
They lost Devontae Adams and Max Crosby.
I knew ball. I predicted them in pick'ems.
I've always liked the Raiders.
When you have Zamir White going off like that, I think that really plays
He went
into their
off?
win. Oh, yeah, he did.
Got like 5 yards.
He had 17 for 50. I wouldn't really consider that going
That
off.
and a fumble, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
yeah, all right, we get it now.
Big win for the Raiders. You know, I don't know how the season's going to be going, especially if they're getting rid of Devontae.
I
It's a
think
lost season to me.
I think Raiders are just going to be a mid team this year. I don't
Bottom,
think-
mid-team, bottom of the league team for me. Like,
is there no range? Is it just
no,
either
mid
they're
is
a-
like
a top-
16.
Yeah, I think
They're not 16. They're like 25.
I think
I
Jacoby
don't-
Myers
I
gonna
don't
be
think that. I don't think that.
I can name
I think
20 teams better than them.
We'll look at it more when
Yeah,
we go
we'll,
into our matchup.
we'll get into it.
Chiefs Chargers, really close game for some reason. Chiefs ended up winning 17-10.
Chargers literally had every chance when they went up in the first quarter. In the last 3, they didn't put a single point on the board.
I think
Herbert looked good until they didn't do anything. Like I'm sorry to keep dragging this, but what's his name? Ladd McConkey had a crazy end zone catch. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Mhm.
It's just Chargers. I feel like they're a team I think could be good. It's just like they're getting there. They're getting out the rust, and we'll be there.
each game I see the Chiefs play, I just don't think that they're living up to the hype this
Well,
year.
they don't need to. Like,
Yeah,
Mahomes can
you
throw
just
for
gotta
one touchdown,
win.
and his defense just does the
Yeah.
rest. Like, he
Well,
doesn't have to do much.
No, I understand, but I don't know. They are 4-0. They are 4-0. But each game that they have played has been extremely close.
You had the Travis Kelce bounce back game. But that's because
Kelce-
Patrick Mahomes had to sacrifice Rashee Rice for the 3-pick.
Yeah.
I hate that. Like, legitimately,
That is-
Rashee Rice is
that's
looking
so crazy. Like, I've never seen
He
anything.
throws an interception and then just runs straight
Throws
into
an
his
interception.
own flare.
Rashee Rice pops the ball out, forces a fumble, and Mahomes was like, "Yeah, straight to your
Straight
kneecaps."
into
Yeah, he
him.
lowered his shoulder and it was an ugly.
I think it was on purpose. I think he
really?
wanted to use Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, no.
That's my personal
He
theory.
wanted to kill Rashee
Yeah, let
Rice,
me injure my best
Yeah.
receiver.
Moving on, we got the Sunday night game, Bills and
Ugh.
Ravens.
God.
Bad loss for the Bills. This is why I said last week I'm not putting Bills in the top yet. I want to see what they do against the Ravens.
Still the top. They're still a top 5 team.
They lost 10-35. I would say the
I want to
top
hear
five.
your top 5, dog. I want to hear your top 5.
I'd have to look at it.
Because
I
Right
think
now,
top five
right
is
now,
Chiefs, Vikings,
Vikings,
Ravens.
Bills, and Texans. Those are mine.
I would not put Bills up there.
100% putting Bills.
Seahawks, maybe. Lions.
Seahawks,
I'd
Lions.
probably
Mm.
try to squeeze Lions or Bucks in there.
Yeah.
They're
I
like 5-7. I got Texans better than
Personally, I think
Lions.
Texans
I think
have
Texans are
looked,
lower than both
I
Lions
think they have
and
looked much worse than both of those teams.
We'll see. They Bills play the Texans. If
All
the
right,
Bills beat the Texans.
Let's keep rolling. We'll get into
we'll
in our
see.
predictions.
Next on into Monday night football, we got Titans and Dolphins.
Ugh. Dolphins are just lost
they're-
cause.
yeah.
They're
This season's over.
I mean-
I get a good draft pick this year. That's all. Get a quarterback. I think if we can get a quarterback behind Tua to.
Oh, you better not
Develop.
steal. What's his name? Milrow, whatever.
well, it depends on where they pick.
I don't know if we'll be bottom,
I mean,
but
Jaguars
like
would be number 1.
the season is over for us, as far as
Yeah.
I'm aware. Tyler Huntley's not going to do anything for us, and I think we're just at the point where we kind of need to let the season go. Everyone hopefully will be healthy next year.
Yep.
We'll see. Good win for the Titans, I guess. They're also 1-3. I don't think they need to win at this point in the season, but who knows?
I think they're done as well. Yeah.
Will Levis got
Better than the
injured in this
Texans.
game.
And he was
Jaguars.
crying.
Hey, I didn't say that the Jaguars were good. I didn't say that.
Moving on to a really good game, 29-42. I think this is the highest scoring game so far this season.
Huge win for the Lions. Absolutely.
Lions won 42-29. That defense for the Seahawks did not hold up.
Mm-hmm.
Even though everyone on the side of the Seahawks had a good game, it just wasn't enough to beat this Lions
No,
team, who
yeah.
are Super Bowl contenders. Let's be honest. At this
They
point.
are. They probably are.
Um,
Gino is on pace for 5,000 yards. I'm just gonna put that out
Speaking
there.
of
That's a
which,
lot.
When do the Vikings and the Lions play?
who knows?
Nico Collins is on pace for 2,000 yards.
Yeah, that's crazy too.
I don't think we've had a 5,000-yard passer since Herbert in 2021, I want to say.
Well, overall dominant win by Detroit. Seattle's still looking fine. It's just Detroit. It was just the better offensively team that game.
Mhm.
All right, what do we want to dive
Let's
into
move
next?
on real quick. We'll try to go through a segment kind of fast, but I still want to get into discussion of our top QBs right now.
Yeah.
I think the five that we settled on talking about are Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, and Baker Mayfield. I think Baker deserves to be in there right now at
All
least. I can see arguments for C.J. Stroud and other players.
Yeah,
but,
I got Stroud 100% over Hurts.
Well, I could see that, but these are the top QBs in my opinion. As like, if you were to tell me who are the top QBs coming into the season, these are some of the ones I would give you. Maybe not Baker.
You wouldn't put Burrow on like that top 5 into the season list?
No.
I would.
Into the season,
Close.
I wouldn't have put him in the top
He
5.
is still looking good.
He's still looking really good, Burrow.
I don't
is.
think he's.
Like, that's basing it on team records. Burrow's been playing
I think these ones have the
great.
most discussion.
Burrow's
worthy.
been playing better than
I think Burrow's good, but
Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, you were looking for
and-
That's
discussion
true.
wortty?
I would.
Oh, okay.
I would say.
Oh,
I was looking
wait,
for
I got this. I thought that was
discussions.
like a 5. Okay, never
going
mind.
into the
Ignore
season,
that.
these are the people
Yeah.
I want to discuss more.
Yeah,
So
all right.
starting off, this is an idea from Gavin. Patrick Mahomes has actually been pretty bad this season. Gavin, would you like to
Yeah.
start that off?
I believe in this last 18 or 17 games, he's got like 17 interceptions or so.
Ooh.
Oh my God! Oh, that is.
He's turned the
that's
ball
pretty
over.
bad.
This year alone, he has had 5 interceptions, which is a lot for any QB. And the question's starting to arise in general. He's not been, with one of the best offenses I think he's had in his entire career.
He's been producing like worse than he has the past couple.
Exactly. So,
Bro's got to
yardage-
lock in for my fantasy team.
Yard-wise and like completion rate, he's pretty solid right now. Not horrible, but not amazing. He's just not looking like the best quarterback this year, which is something I don't think anyone was really expecting. Michael, you're shaking your
I
head.
don't think he really ever looks like the best and flashiest like the whole entire year. I think it's more just like that he gets highlighted in the playoffs. Like look at last year, no one was talking about Patrick Mahomes being the best for the entire. It was Josh Allen. It was Brock Purdy. It was Lamar Jackson. He's just a good winning QB and doesn't need to play out of his mind because he has a really good defense, and that's really all they need to do.
I don't want to say that they just don't care about the regular season, but like
it's a skate.
They get into the playoffs, and then that's when they're like, okay, lock in.
Yeah,
because that's what Kelsey did last year. He was
okay
during the regular season, and they just went crazy in the playoffs.
Their team is just like so good on paper that they just needed they kind of skate through the season to me and then just like turn on full power in the playoffs. While like the Bills and Ravens, I feel like are fighting for their lives like every single Bills.
The Chiefs just walk into the 1 seed every year, and the Bills and Ravens are actually actively trying to get it every year.
It's like I get where you guys are coming from that he doesn't need to do that good. Mm-hmm. But that being said, he's not helping. He has thrown 5 interceptions in 4 games. I want to note the last 4 years. We'll just go throughout his entire career. First year, he threw 1 interception, no touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. He only played 1 game.
Yeah. Year after that, he threw 50 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. Okay, that's good.
That was MVP 1.
Yeah.
And then he threw 26 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Yeah. 38 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. And then from here is when it got crazy, where he threw 41 touchdowns, 12 interceptions.
Yeah.
Or 37 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, my bad. The year after that was 41, 12. Last year, he threw 27 touchdowns and 14 interceptions. Dude. And this year, he's thrown 6 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Yeah. Like, he's on pace to have an equal amount of interceptions compared to touchdowns. Kind of like how Josh Allen did. But Josh Allen had a bunch of touchdowns last year.
Brett Favre had a shit ton of interceptions during his career, but also a shit ton of touchdowns. So, he's still top. I wouldn't say top. He's still
Brett Favre literally just
I really
fucking heaving that shit downfield.
I really don't think it's an argument that Patrick Mahomes isn't one of the top, at least 5 QBs.
I don't know how some analysts have him as the MVP favorite right now because it's kind of crazy.
That is crazy to me. Yeah, no, he's been performing worse than he has every other year. That's kind of nuts.
Either way, we gotta continue moving on. I gotta hurry this up. Moving on to Josh Allen, who's actually done pretty good this year, all things considered. Didn't have a good game last.
Outside of the Ravens.
Outside of the Ravens game,
he's phenomenal.
He's thrown 7 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. For the touchdown guy, I think Stephon Diggs has not thrown an interception this entire year. He has fumbled, I think, twice.
But still, interceptions was his problem.
Has it been a fumble? Have they lost the ball?
I believe so.
I think they did in the Ravens game.
The Cardinals.
I didn't watch the Ravens game.
So. I didn't either. So
either way, he's been doing pretty solid this year. Putting it at the number 1, I don't know if I can right now.
I think if he had a good performance against the Ravens, he would have been. But it's just I don't blame that loss on him. It was just the whole Bills team wasn't working together.
Breaking news from Adam Schefter: Jonathan Taylor is not playing today.
Yeah, I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out.
We do need to continue on. Let's move on to one of the other top QBs. We got Lamar Jackson, who.
He's one I think has been playing phenomenal this whole season so far.
He's thrown for 858 yards, which is surprising because I feel like they have not been throwing that often. He's thrown 5 touchdowns and only 1 interception, which is pretty good, all things considered. Him on the rushing game has been on point this year. 41 attempts for 308 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns.
What?
308 yards in 4 games. Yeah, that's crazy, especially with Derrick Henry there. It's kind of what we were expecting going into this year. So Lamar is a top QB right now. Is he MVP worthy comparatively?
Probably, yeah.
As of now, you could make the argument, I think.
I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind.
Lamar is probably the best QB as of the current moment. Maybe Baker's above him. We'll talk about him let's talk about him now, actually. Baker might be above him. Of course, he played an extra game just now. I would say Jane Daniels has been doing pretty good, all things considered, as a rookie.
He has 2 passing touchdowns.
As a rookie is what I've said.
Yeah, okay, all right. Not MVP.
But he's not in our top 5, obviously. Let's just move on to Baker, who I just brought up as an example. He's obviously the best QB right now because he played an extra game last night and did amazing. Mm-hmm. 1,164, what?
I was just, yeah.
1,164 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. This is what he was drafted 6 years ago to do.
Yeah.
So you got to think of his career trajectory. Started with the Browns. Browns are just a poverty organization.
Yeah, you go there to die, basically.
And then he goes to the Panthers, another poverty organization. Yeah. And they had that little stint with the Rams, and McVay's just an offensive genius, so obviously it worked out. Then he signs with the Bucs, had Dave Canales, who's considered the quarterback whisperer. Mm-hmm. And then obviously people thought he would step back because they lost Dave Canales, but he's still been phenomenal. Yes, I know you want to talk about Sam Darnold. We will get there.
We will not, but
So yeah, I think situation really matters
Yeah.
for quarterbacks. Like think about Bryce Young. How long, if he plays again this year, how long do you think, if at all, he changes teams?
Bryce Young.
Year 4 or midseason year 3.
I say this year, if he comes back at any point, and if he doesn't do good, they're trading him at the end of the year.
End of the year.
I don't think he's going to stay on, especially if
I
Andy
guess
Dalton.
it depends on like if they where their draft pick is,
Yeah.
and if they feel like what the Bears do with Justin Fields, like oh well, I'd rather have this guy than you.
Yeah.
We'll see. Obviously, I feel like it might just be the problem. Might be Bryce Young. Legitimately, how good Andy Dalton's been doing the last few weeks, doing better than what's his name has done the last 20 games he played.
I think they keep him sitting under Andy Dalton. I don't think they trade him or get rid of him.
Let him develop.
That's what my brother was saying, and he's a Carolina fan. He was like,
There's no reason to get rid of him.
Yeah, you
let Young
basically
sit.
traded the Hall for a guy
Yeah.
you're gonna give up with less than a season and a half.
yeah.
That'd be crazy.
You're just basically saying, yeah, we messed up. We made the wrong
That's
pick.
what I'm saying. Mid year 3, if it just goes awful in year 4, possibly. That's my guess.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Well, Bryce
If
Young
he is getting moved.
Bryce Young's in our top 5, so we'll continue on to the next guy, and I know Michael has a lot to say about him.
He's not in the
Sure.
top 5.
Jalen Hurts, 930 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions, and a couple fumbles. He did score 2 rushing touchdowns and 160
I'll give him benefit of the doubt. He lost his best 2 weapons, but I've been watching quite a bit of the Eagles. Hate watching the Eagles a lot this year, and he has a bad turnover problem. And I brought it up last week, and you guys just shook it off. We're like, "What are you talking about?
I would never.
This is a crazy guy." And it's something like let me pull up the number. Interception. How many fumbles does he have this year? That's something that
I think
watching
he
the
has
games I've noticed.
3.
But also,
at
like,
least.
That might be recovering. Like,
I'll look it up.
he's fumbled a lot. He might have not lost the ball, but he has been bobbling. I know they have that new center who's not, he's not Jason Kelsey, but he's had a turnover problem. I've always thought that Jalen Hurts is a little overrated. He's good. I'd still say top 10, but
Well, according to this, it's saying that he has not fumbled yet this year, so I don't think that's
What
correct.
are you looking at?
Jalen Hurts, quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, has not yet fumbled this year.
Why are you using?
This is the first thing that came up. Well,
I'll,
this doesn't show this year. Okay, I'm looking it up.
no, not, let me
Keep
do
talking
it.
about Jalen Hurts while I try to find this.
I've always thought he's a little overrated. I've never been a crazy fan of his game. I'm not saying he's bad. He's still top 10. He might top 7, but he's he's nowhere near the Lamar, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes level.
I agree.
He's like the two
He has 2 fumbles on the year.
two fumbles,
Tua Poopa.
but well, actually, it says right here in Sleeper, he has 3 fumbles lost and 5 fumbles in total. On top of
He has a fumbling problem. I
Yeah.
think that's obvious.
on top
just
of 4
watching.
interceptions, so that is 9 different times of
Turning over the ball.
not turning over, 7 turnovers, 9 loss of balls.
Jalen Hurts is one of those guys that you expect a lot from because he went to a Super Bowl 2 years ago and he was okay for the start of the year last year.
Got the bag as well.
He has lost his 2 best receivers. I think that does contribute to it, and I think
Huge
the loss of
factor.
Jason Kelsey is really hindering him. But
But this just proves my point of how much of a situation QB he is,
Mhm.
and I really think he benefits from this Eagle system, and I feel like many other QBs would produce very similar that we might think are pretty bad.
Yeah.
And Jalen Hurts was on a Giants team or something like that over the past few years. He's might be losing his job. So that's my
Yeah.
thoughts on it.
So moving on, that was our quarterback discussion. I know we couldn't get super into it because we are running low on time. We're going to kind of go through these pretty quickly for the matchups going into this week. So you guys ready for that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get off your phone, buddy. Pay attention.
What do
Starting with the
Don't
Jets
you
and
have class?
Vikings. Vikings are 4-0. Yes, he has class. He is skipping right now. Calling them out right now. Jets and Vikings play. I think Vikings have an easy win here, personally. What do you
Easy
guys think?
win. Okay.
They lost the Broncos last week. I'm not having high expectations for the Jets at this
I
current
wouldn't
moment.
say easy win,
Yeah,
but I
that's
still think they're gonna
crazy.
win.
Yeah, but easy win is crazy. Jets have a good defense who is gonna put Sam Darnold in check, gonna put JJ in check a little bit, and it's gonna be really
This is their first tough defense, right?
yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Vikings to win. What does everyone else think?
I got Vikings, but
I
I
got
think
Vikings
it's
for
going to be
sure.
an interesting game that I will not be
Well,
watching.
I
I ain't waking up for this.
Yeah.
I could see Jets, doing something because after their, I don't know. I feel like it's a trend where a team plays really bad against not a great team, and then they come out next week kind of fighting. But I don't know. I'm still gonna take Vikings this week.
I will like to clarify something I said. Apparently, class got canceled for him, so he's not skipping class, but class got canceled. Moving
Thank you.
on,
Spreading
we all chose Vikings.
misinformation? What the hell?
Vikings. We all had Vikings win. Moving on, we got Panthers, Bears.
Go Bears.
We would have seen the first round pick last year versus the first round pick this year. Obviously, I feel like Andy Dalton's probably starting, so we won't see that. But I think I'm going to take Bears here. I think Bears, after getting that win last week, are going to continue that momentum coming into this week, playing a really bad Panthers team. What do you guys think?
I got Panthers. I still don't think the Chicago Bears are getting the ball rolling, especially on the offensive side. They had some. I'm not getting weeks mixed up. Was last week the big DeAndre Swift week?
Yeah.
He really carried that offense last week and was like the highlight of it. Caleb Williams, he had like 150 yards. I think that Andy Dalton will continue scoring enough, and I think that the Chicago Bears. It's just going to be
It's a tough
the
Bears
offense is
defense.
going to win the game in this one, I think, and that's where I give it to the Panthers.
All right, what do you two think? We got to obviously keep going.
I'm taking the Bears.
I'm taking the Panthers.
All right,
All right,
so we got a split
split.
there. Division matchup: Ravens and Bengals. I think Ravens have an easy. Is this when Joe Burrow gets good?
Again, you're going crazy today.
I think the Ravens are going to win.
No
this.
way. Okay, that's
I think it's
good
fair-
take.
I think
but
it's fair to say that-
easy is insane. Like this will be.
Bengals are one of the
A
worst
tough matchup.
teams. We'll see.
No,
I'm taking the Bengals. Just
Hell
because of
no.
this,
I'm going
taking the
Bengals, too,
I'm
yeah.
taking the Bengals.
Gavin, what's your?
I am also taking the Ravens.
Okay, so
All
we got another 50-50 split. When I say easy win, I guess not easy win, but I
That is
think
n-
the
it's a
Ravens are gonna
division
win.
rival. No
Divisional
way.
games
Yeah.
are much
Hell
harder to
no.
win. I will say that.
Fair enough. Moving on, we got Dolphins and Patriots. I got Patriots winning this one. I think Dolphins
Yeah,
are in
I
a
think
really
we
bad
can.
spot.
Yeah.
I think we can sweep that
yeah,
one.
Yeah, Patriots. I think
Patriots sweep.
I think it's fair just because the Dolphins, they're so injured right now. It's just. It's,
Well, we're not. We're
Just
our
a-
entire team.
Nope.
This is,
Phillips just
Yeah,
got
you saw
injured.
Jalen Phillips.
Yeah, that
Jalen Phillips just got injured.
Yeah,
whole
he's out for
year.
the season.
huge injury. That's
This happened last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Screw the Dolphins. They suck ass. Moving on, we got Browns and Commanders. I got Commanders winning this one
Yeah,
in a close game.
Commanders.
If the Giants
I'm
can beat the
taking
Browns, the
Commanders.
Commanders can beat the Browns.
I'm taking the Commanders. Yeah.
I will also be taking La Commanders.
yeah.
Moving on, we got Colts and Jaguars. I'm gonna have the Jaguars actually win their first game
Me too.
this week at Trevor Bank Stadium at home. Michael obviously does not look that satisfied with that answer.
I'm going Colts.
I'll take.
I don't know.
You don't even like read into the analytics or anything. You don't understand why the Jags are gonna win this game.
I'm taking the Jaguars just because I think
They
they
don't-
See, that guy knows ball.
Joe Flacco, Anthony Richards is going to get taken out in like the first quarter, and Joe Flacco's going to come in and just tear up those Jaguars. Calling it right now.
Are you talking about statistics or just?
No, he was joking about that.
Or was I?
Are you talking
Okay, they don't have Taylor, but like
They have
I
no
think it's a
Jonathan Taylor.
big-
Their
That being
defense
said,
stinks.
They are technically every other team has gone to win except for the Jaguars.
yeah. Do I start Brian Thomas this
Yes,
week? I really
smash
want
start,
him. I
smash
really
start,
want
smash
him.
start.
Yeah. Jaguars. I think we all have Jaguars winning except for Michael, who wants to be different. Moving on, we got Bills and Texans. I'm going to take
Take the-
Texans to
I'm-
win this close game.
I got
again.
Texans as well.
I'm taking Bills. I
Alright.
think they come back after a hard loss last week and they come out with a banger this week. I don't think it's a close game against the Texans. I think the Bills run away with it against the Texans.
No.
I mean, who's home? They're at
Texans
Energy
are
Stadium.
home,
I don't
yeah.
think.
I think
I think
after the I mean, who did the Texans lose really bad to? The Vikings. I think after the
Well, Vikings are 4-0 right now.
Yeah, I think but I think the Bills absolutely run away with this game like the Vikings did.
I mean, we'll see. Obviously, all of us will be watching this game, right? We're going
Yeah.
to a friend's house to watch
Going.
it.
Is Joe Mixon playing?
I don't
Doesn't look
think
like
so.
it.
I think
yeah.
Cam Akers is
Taking
gonna
the
be-
Bills then.
All right.
All right, yeah, 50-50 split. And going on, we got Raiders and Broncos. Divisional matchup. Broncos coming off 2 good wins for some reason. I think they're going to win again.
Yeah, I got Broncos as well. I just think
I
their
do as
defense
well.
wins.
I'm taking the Raiders.
Being different. Zamir White obviously looking really good with 49 carries,
Yep,
152
that's
yards on the
true.
year. 0 touchdowns.
Highlight of that offense.
Wow.
I think
Fantasy god.
I think Broncos. I think Broncos streak ends here. I think.
Nope,
I think
you're
the
not a
Raiders slip away with
believer. You don't believe in the Broncos.
I'm gonna have a boner after watching. the Broncos
Moving on, we got another divisional matchup. The Commanders, not the Commanders, the Cardinals and the Niners. Call me crazy.
You're
Cardinals
crazy.
win here.
I'm taking-
Crazy.
I'm taking
San
the
Fran.
Niners,
Yeah.
I'm going to take Cardinals to win this in a close matchup.
Want to be different.
He wants to be different, yeah.
I mean,
Dark horse
I
team.
could see it, but
I can't. It's
a lot would have to go wrong from the 49ers side. for it to
Cardinals have
happen.
not looked amazing this
All right,
year.
moving on, we got Packers and Rams.
Packers.
Yes.
What's his name is back?
Love
Jordan Love is
he
back, which he looks like he's going to be.
I think
Packers win this one easily.
and the Rams defense isn't that great. I mean, it's
No,
been
it's like bottom of the
atrocious
league.
this year, yeah.
I think Packers run away with this game.
Run away. I think they crush them this week.
All right.
Moving on, we got a matchup from last year that was a notorious
Oh.
matchup. We got the New York Giants and Seahawks. Seahawks absolutely
Wrap it up.
destroyed
Yeah, wrap
the
it up.
Seahawks.
We already know.
We know.
No
we know this
neighbors.
one.
Cut to Michael.
No neighbors, no
No.
Singletary.
It's over. They're
No,
not
maybe
beating
no
the Seahawks.
Wandale.
I got the
Daniel
New York-
Jones still my
I got my
quarterback.
team. I got the New York Giants.
Yeah, Seahawks easily win this. If they were to lose this would be like the biggest upset in the century, I think.
In forever, maybe.
In forever, maybe.
In forever.
Forever. Moving on to Sunday Night Football, we got the Cowboys and the Steelers. Cowboys probably win this.
Nope.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers to the Super Bowl.
I hate both these teams. I hope they both. I hope a
Hope a
bomb gets
meteor-
dropped on the field.
like in Batman.
God, I'm gonna have Cowboys. Everyone else seems to have Steelers. Colin, what do you think?
I already said my piece.
All right, he doesn't want any. It's gonna be a tie.
Rose
for him.
indifferent. Like
And moving on to the last game of the season, we got
Season.
Yeah.
It's over already.
over. No.
last game of the slate. We got Saints and Chiefs. I think Chiefs are gonna win this
Chiefs,
and
easy.
go 5-0.
Oh.
It also would be pretty funny though if the Saints did beat the Chiefs.
No.
Yes, it would
Wouldn't
be
be
funny.
that
It would be
'cause
funny.
It's not happening.
So I'm gonna go Chiefs. Everyone else?
You're a 10.
Yeah.
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
I'm going with the
Chiefs.
Chiefs. I'm going with the Chiefs.
And just to note, which teams are on bye, if you didn't already know, Lions, Titans, Eagles, and Chargers are all on bye this week.
Yep.
So obviously one of those teams is a Super Bowl contender. Another one could be good and go to the playoffs this year, and the other two are kind of bad teams. Right
Super
now,
Bowl
so.
contending Titans.
Bad team. Chargers are. I don't think. Hang on, go back. I don't think Chargers are bad. Like they're bottom, but like
They're bottom.
18.
They-
That's
like,
like random call. They're not horrible.
They could be good, but
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
they're pretty bad.
No,
right
they're
now.
not bad. They're 2-2 and have faced good teams. I think the Chargers are
They've-
a
I
good
think-
team.
I
Gavin, come on. Herbie's been looking good this year.
I think
Harbaugh's
they're
been
a
commanding.
competing team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're a good
I
team.
don't think they are, but
Well, you don't know ball.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I don't know ball definitely.
You're also
what's-
you're also
The Chargers
a part-time Chargers fan. That's
Me?
Yeah, you have a
you got
Herbert.
the Herbert jersey.
I have a Herbert jersey. How does that make me a part-time
Okay,
fan?
so you're a Herbert fan.
I am a Herbert
All
fan.
right.
Therefore,
Still,
you're a
it's
Chargers
kinda-
fan because that's the only
kinda,
guy
yeah.
in their team. That's good. Moving
That's
on.
just not even true.
This is next week's Thursday night game. We can go into. Well, we actually don't have time. But we got 49ers and
little time.
Seahawks.
I'd rather go into something else than this game.
Well, this is this is the last segment. Once we finish this, we're
Little fantasy. Little fantasy.
You want to do
Yeah,
fantastic?
'cause
Okay,
like
real
at this
quick,
point,
then,
be
Niners and Seahawks. I
yeah.
got Seahawks actually winning this.
Niners. Niners
I'm gonna
are
take
back.
The 49ers.
I want to take the 49ers.
Niners are
I
back.
want to take the
Ooh,
49ers.
yeah, I can't wait to look at my
So
score.
bad.
See.
But also, actually, Debo's coming back, right?
Debo
is
is back.
I'm taking
Debo
the
is back.
49ers.
Kittle is back.
I'm taking 49ers.
Yeah.
Give me Seahawks.
Niners.
Anyways, that is all for next week's or this week's predictions plus next Thursday's predictions. Sorry we couldn't go into it more. The Jeopardy took up a little bit more time than we were hoping, but I think it was a fun segment. I'm glad we did it.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Let's talk about fantasy real quick.
I mean, I have 10 minutes. I got
Dog, you work at 2. It's
yeah,
1:35.
no, I have 10 minutes. Like, I'm not gonna leave now. 'Cause-
I want to go get food.
All
'cause
right,
I'm
that's
hungry.
fair.
So
All right,
let's
we'll do
finish this up.
All right. Well, I'll talk about my team, I guess, first. I have the best receiver room in the league, and it's by far, like, every one of my receivers. They're pretty good. I got Brian Thomas. It's been really good. Malik Neighbors, really good. I got...
You're still mid.
No.
You're 2-2.
Your running backs. You have no running backs.
My comeback I'm gonna beat Dylan this week because he's about to go 1-4.
If I lose this
And
week
I'm
to Aiden
upcoming.
Kavanaugh, I'm done. Like, you will not see me again. You're not, like, I'm,
That's what
That
I
sounds
said last
familiar,
week, and
yeah.
I'm still here.
I would before you get into yours, because you're like the best team in the league right now. I'd like to know my team is I think comparatively to Aiden. I've like compared us like point values of like draft order and stuff. I was 1 point behind him I did it where like the first round was 18, second round 17, 16, and then went down to 1. I compared it. We were legitimately 1 point off. We are almost.
so you're admitting to being just as shit as Aiden Kavanaugh.
When you lose half your best players, yes. I am currently. I have lost Rasheed Rice, AJ Brown, Christian Watson, whoever.
Well,
And I have Jay Pacheco, and I would say
Isaiah?
Jalen Waddle.
let's be real. Aiden Kavanaugh is missing Puka Nacua,
Cooper
Christian
Kupp.
McCaffrey, Cooper Kupp,
Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams. Like, Aiden has the same argument there.
I think his team is still worse with injuries. That being said, I'm still there close to him. My injuries have also been pretty bad. I think injuries has ruined my team.
You're not on the team. You're not on the team.
For being injured, I think I'm on the team. for
Bro,
being
think he's on the team.
I'm not the worst team in the league. Yes, I'm 1-3. I'm about to be 1-4 most likely.
1-3 gang, rise up.
I always beat Michael in the regular season though, so
I did kick your ass last week.
yeah. When the number 1 team plays the number 7
No,
team,
you
I'm
kicked-
not surprised.
You kicked my ass last week.
Yeah.
No,
Well, last week you played me.
Last
Oh,
week I played.
well,
This week I'm playing
Week 3.
Ragnar Kavanaugh.
So Colin over here, number 1 in the league. Woo!
Thank you.
Not for long.
Fraud.
Fraud.
Michael plays 2 bad teams,
Fraud.
and he's thinking he's the
I'm
best.
about to take number 1 in 2 weeks.
You're gonna
You
play
were-
the worst
It's
team and the
fine.
second worst team, and like I'm the best in the league.
Michael, do you remember week
You
one?
beat me by 1 Saquon Barkley drop pass.
Week 1. I want you to go back on Sleeper and check week 1 for me.
I'll do it for you.
Week 1.
Week 1, let's go.
Let's see here. Team Colin beat Team Mike. That's what it. I think
100
it's-
70
was
to 109.
Like 60-point difference.
60-point difference.
60 points.
That was before we got it rolling.
Wow.
Me and the guys.
Me and the guys.
Me before my entire team got injured. Yeah. Colin Atkinson, number 1 team. I'm number 7. Gavin is number 6.
Yeah.
Number 6.
Somehow.
Pretty down with me.
And I would say he's a pretty decent.
My
team.
top 4
Yeah.
or no?
I would be a good team if I
You want to know what
You
my
beat
problem
Josh.
is? Yeah, I beat Josh. My problem is the past 2 weeks, I've had Devin this past week who put up the record for most points in a game in our league.
We
Last
needed an
week,
extra receiver to do that, though. Let's make that clear.
Yeah.
last week you put up 197 on me. So I'm literally dead last in points against. So like, it's not even like, oh, I'm making the wrong
Oh
start
my
sit decisions.
God.
I'm just getting shit on.
Got the poopy
You have
next to your name.
740 while all of us
Yes!
are like the same. Oh my God.
I need to start playing some defense.
Yeah.
Gotta
yeah.
meet up with the guys.
Meet up with the guys. Tell them to start
I
playing.
do be
defense.
making some moves. Probably went overboard with them, but I didn't really need to. But
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, I one thing I want to ask. You got rid of Mason.
Yeah.
What was that? He's good.
yeah.
You
So
know,
is
like-
Josh Jacobs.
You should
Yeah,
give me
okay. Josh Jacobs
his
I've seen as a good upcoming.
Yeah, I don't value them far apart,
All right.
and I think I'm assuming McCaffrey's gonna come back, because then
When?
November.
About a month or 2, I think
Alright.
is when he's been projected
Because-
to.
Yeah.
Because if he comes back, I'm not saying McCaffrey's just gonna be the greatest fantasy
Yeah, but
player
like
ever.
his Mason is done.
It makes sense for Aiden to have him since he has
yeah,
CMC.
literally, I traded in Worthy and Mason, and
It's
both
not
those guys are already starting for him. And
Aiden-
Worthy would probably start only on bye weeks for me.
Aiden could
All
come
right.
back and be the best team. That's all I'm saying.
No.
Like, it's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah, and
He's
pigs,
everyone
and
oh
pigs
and
fly,
four.
pal.
He
could-
will not even make the playoffs again this year.
Well, he could not,
I
but I
might
still
not.
think he doesn't lose the. If all of his players come
Shit
back,
bowl?
I don't think he loses the shit bowl.
That's possible.
Thing is,
He still needs to do his prank.
yeah, and he
We gotta
needs to
get
like
him.
trade more.
I'm not doing that. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I've looked for trades
Frank
and
the
literally
guy.
no one wants to do trades.
You know,
I don't
we
know.
need to talk about Josh is the worst trader of all time.
He was trying to offer me beat,
Oh,
which might have
He
been
always
good.
offers 3 shit bench players for your player.
Oh,
every
well,
time
yeah,
without
that's
a
what
doubt.
Aiden does to me too. Like I'm looking to do a 3-for-1 type of deal here. I'm like, no,
I mean, everyone
I don't
wants
want
the
your
best player.
bums. Aiden.
The only trade I will probably ever do, unless I'm like desperate, is probably a 1-for-1 trade where I think I just like the player more. I
Aiden-
don't do a lot of.
Aiden offered
trading.
me yesterday Ramondre, Kincaid, and Cup for JJ, and I'm like, I don't have room for these players. I don't want your scraps.
Who do you have at tight end?
Tight end, I have Freiermuth and Ingram, so I'm fine on tight end.
Cup, you would have to wait 2 weeks, and
Yeah.
then
It just-
Stevenson, I guess, would be an upgrade for you, but not like a huge one.
Yeah, like that's why I got White, because White should be like a guaranteed 10, which is all I wanted.
Michael, to be completely fair, though, you and Dylan do trade with one really good player and then one bench player, when really the only player that's going to be starting for my team is going to be the
Yeah, but you want.
the backup is good, but like I'm giving you a player that's better than the player that's going to be starting on my team.
Sometimes you have to think about, like, if we're trading running backs and receivers, like, maybe I downgrade at running back, but I upgrade at receiver, and then it's opposite for you.
That's what me and Josh said. Josh really needed wide receiver depth. I needed running back depth, so I gave him Pittman for White.
That's what I did with Dylan.
Yeah.
Traded.
I gave you.
We did Najee for.
That isn't really a good. That's more of like.
I'm glad I didn't ship off Brian Thomas. I'm excited for him for the next coming.
I need to do some
Hopefully
trades.
it'll be like 2022, and we'll come back from this. But I don't. think so.
I need to do some trades, but
comeback.
like no one wants to trade with me. Everyone I've asked has given me like either a really bad deal like Josh or has just like expected too much.
I think you just got to trade
you
for
wanted
upside.
like Robinson. You wanted a lot for James Cook.
The hell are
I
you
couldn't
doing
afford
over there?
it.
I mean, I'm willing to trade, but like literally every time I offer a trade, everyone's either like, I want, like Josh gave me something that might not be bad in hindsight just because Bijan did bad this week. I think it'll be better. He offered me ETN and Cortland Sutton for Bijan. I think Bijan still has more upside than that. Obviously, we'll see.
Who else does he have on his bench? Because, like, if you can get.
Josh would not trade unless if I'm giving like him Bijan for like 2 mediocre players.
I would upgrade Sutton to Addison. Because I feel like that's pretty fair value.
Yeah.
Well, it's too late now
Dylan
because
doesn't
Sean
like
played.
Addison.
Not a big Addison fan.
I will not be taking Stephon Diggs from Michael Batista.
Either way,
Yeah, everyone hates Diggs this year. Yeah,
I
he's
have
the
offered you Diggs for like
wide
multiple
receiver.
things.
You're like the only one. Aiden hates him. Like he would be your best wide receiver if you traded for Diggs.
Anyways, that was our fantasy recap, and that was Jeopardy, our predictions, and our QB checks in. Thank you, Colin Atkinson, for joining us this week. I think that's just going to end it. Like, subscribe. Gavin, plug our social.
We haven't launched the Reddit yet, but we got Twitter at Gridiron Banter BOB, and then TikTok that has nothing uploaded to it.
We're gonna get those soon. We're gonna get those soon. Trust me.
We? You're not part of the group.
You're not on the team.
We're gonna get those soon.
Bro thinks he's on the team.
I'm always here. I'm